everyone, welcome to Over Under, your one show that's all about movies, TV shows, video games, animes. We're going to keep adding stuff. I'm your host, AJ Lamazidi, joined by the ever-amazing, the one, the only, Sanjawadi.
Sanjawadi on the mic. Yes, I'm here with you guys with Over Under doing an interesting
Very
pick.
interesting pick.
Tell him.
One of the best video games of all time.
Tell him.
One of the best, most recent TV shows.
Tell him.
We're talking about The Last of Us.
Yes.
Roll it.
The roses have faded, there's frost at my door. The birds in the morning don't sing anymore. The grass in the valley is starting to die, and out in the darkness the whippoorwills cry. The darkness is falling, the sky has turned gray. A hound in the distance is starting to fade. Alone and forsaken by fate and by man. Oh Lord, if you hear me, please hold my hand. Alone and forsaken by fate and by man. Oh Lord,
this is your chance.
hear me, please hold my hand.
Our best shot.
Hold my hand.
We keep her alive.
Hold my hand. Please hold my hand.
And you set everything right.
Hold my hand. Please hold my hand.
So the focus here is on the Last of Us TV show.
That's your narrative.
Yeah, but I mean, we need to focus on something, and well, of course, we'll dive into like the video game.
We'll try to talk about both.
Okay,
But
so-
our focus is season 1 and the first game, okay? I'll
So,
give you
but,
that.
but the rating that we have is for the TV show.
Of course, we're going to
Okay.
rate the TV show.
Okay.
I have it here. Do you have it?
Yes,
And it is
it is 89%.
3, 2, 1. Wait.
I'm wearing this for a reason.
You love this show.
I'm wearing this for a reason.
You want to give it a higher rating. That's fine.
I mean, let's talk about.
I mean, I felt it should be in the 90s, but 89 is fine to me.
So it's starring Pedro Pascal
Pedro Pascal
and Bella Ramsey, right?
Bella Ramsey, as
Bella
well
Ramsey,
as,
known in the hit TV show
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
And you have Pedro Pascal from The Mandalorian, who also
Pedro's
appears
all over the place.
in Game of Thrones. He's now the biggest name probably in Hollywood.
Right.
And now you take these two big names and you take this big company who produced the show and you say, let's make a TV show based on the smash hit video game that
Absolutely,
everybody loves.
I've never played a game like The Last of Us before I played The Last of Us.
So in this I wouldn't say like a twist, more of a like people like they were crying for the show. They wanted the show, and they were like saying, "Okay, who's gonna play this? Who's gonna play that?"
And they're very particular about who gets to portray. What's the name of the character?
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
I did not play the video game, so my point of view is based on a person who did not play the video game, did not see anything related to the video game, but like one clip I saw, and then I watched the show. So this is an interesting episode.
You want a fun fact for me?
Yeah.
I played the video game back in 2014 on my friend's roommate's PlayStation. Didn't have a PlayStation at that time.
Okay.
Then when the show came out, I was like, I want to play as the episodes go out weekly and try to match it with the video game to see how much they stuck to the original source material. Granted, a few episodes took creative liberty, but when you have scenes that are like shot for shot from the video game into the TV show, and they put it up on social media right up next to each other,
Yeah.
and it looks so good, man.
So this
The
is
performances, man.
yeah. I think this is where it's interesting because you're giving your point of view because you did both, and a lot of gamers, when it comes to video games, it's they mostly miss when it comes to TV shows,
A lot of the
right?
times.
So
But
now
this one wrote the book on how to properly turn a previous property in a video game
Yeah.
to television.
So
or
when
film.
you go from a guy who haven't played the video game and who watched the show, and a guy who played the video game, let's say a hardcore fan of the video game, played the
Hardcore.
show, we're gonna get different perspectives, right?
Yes.
So the show is released. Everybody's expecting, of course, a giant hit, and everybody loves the show, except
amazing.
for me.
Oh, here it is. Here we go again. You liked Marvel's Avengers,
Here we
and
go.
you're gonna
Let's
try
talk.
to defend
Let's talk.
why you hate the show.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Maybe because you didn't play the video game to understand.
Eye contact,
Please,
audience.
10 minutes for saying right now. Let's
Eye
go.
contact. Story
Yeah.
of The Last of Us. A guy who used the word repetitive so many times in previous episodes. This is where I throw the word back to AJ. Repetitive? Oh my God, this show is so repetitive. The story told a gazillion times before. The little girl is the key who's gonna save the world. Wow, this is a giant twist. I can't believe that this is the story of The Last of Us. This is what's gonna happen. I was watching the show and I was like, if this is what they're gonna say, that this girl is the key to save the world, I'm not gonna watch the show. And this is what I did. Boring show. This show is so boring. Oh my God, so slow and so boring. You put these amazing actors, they're talking, and you have the script, well-written script. I'll give you that. Actors, oh my God, how they portrayed the scenes, slow, so slow that I'm probably I didn't want to be the last of
What
us.
do you know about character development? Taking time, pacing,
on.
taking your time with the storytelling, the visuals,
Nah.
feeling the emotional, stuff.
I felt bored. Come on.
What?
Don't. I mean, this is what they do with TV shows. Here's the thing. Here's my argument. Just with one thing. Let's stick a little bit outside of The Last of Us, right? TV shows. What are they? They take a TV show, they stretch it out to kind of do a build-up and to kind of keep the audience watching throughout this entire 12 seasons or whatever show that sometimes they make. With The Last of Us, you don't have to do that. It's already a hit. Don't stretch things out. Get to it, man.
Dude, instead of doing normal seasons of shows for 20 to 25 episodes, they did just, 9 episodes? What are you talking about?
with 3 boring ones right out the gate. 3 episodes, right?
I know which one you felt bored about, and I'll tell you about it after this.
I was only excited when I saw Gabriel Luna. I was like, Ghost Rider is here. I love Gabriel
With
Luna.
all due respect to Gabriel Luna, no one goes, that's Ghost Rider when they see him.
Hardcore Marvel fans who watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I
they
watched
know-
Agents of
they
S.H.I.E.L.D.
know
too.
that this guy is Ghost Rider and I love Pedro. I love his. I wasn't saying like when it comes to the story, I was expecting something that I've I would understand why the story works in a video game, right?
Did you
It's a
watch
video
the
game.
show before or after the comic convention we did together?
After.
After.
So
after you befriended the guy.
So I was supposed to be the guy who kind of sugarcoated because I met Gabriel Luna and I want
Right.
to say that this show is great.
Right.
Okay. I'll take it
He's
back.
watching. Tell him.
I'll take it back. Not for me. This show is not for me. Slow shows don't work for me. I want something that keeps me exciting every single episode. There isn't things that I was looking forward to. Like when you watch episode 1 and then, okay, I can't wait to see episode 2. Why? Because this happened in episode 1. This didn't work for me. Even an episode where he got shot and fell on the horse.
It is really bad that you didn't play the video game.
No, here's
It
the
is
thing.
very
Here's
bad.
the thing. He gets shot. He falls off the horse, and then the episode ends. You would think he's gonna die. Of course, he's not gonna die. He's the hero of the show. So even the level of storytelling to build that excitement is not there because you know exactly what's gonna happen. Especially
If you play the video game, you know everything that happened.
True,
We
and
just
so-
keep watching because we know the story is so good.
I don't know. And one of the main epic scenes that I was looking forward to.
Uh-huh.
And I know a friend kind of told me why they did that, and it makes sense. But here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
So there's a scene. Spoiler alert for those who haven't
Right.
seen it, but it happens in the first episode, and it happens in the beginning of the game, The Last of Us, right? Where his daughter gets killed, right? It happens in episode 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
His daughter, yes.
His daughter.
His daughter, yes,
right?
yes.
And the voice acting, oh my god, I can't stress enough in that scene in the video game when he was like holding his daughter
Yeah.
and he was getting really
Yeah.
emotional. I
Yeah.
was like, give this man an Oscar. And then I was like,
in the video game,
in the video game.
not Pedro.
No, in the video game. And that, yeah, and because here's why.
Here's why.
Because we were looking forward. I was looking forward for that scene, right? I was like, now,
Why do you know this one scene from the video game?
Because it got really popular on social media. It exploded on social
And
media.
what happened in the video
then-
ga- in the-
and
in the
and
movie,
show,
in the
I was
show?
like, now Pedro is gonna give us something that is memorable, and we cannot, like, this guy is just gonna showcase his acting skills, right? The scene happened, held his daughter, cut. What? So wait a minute. This guy's not gonna get emotional. You're not gonna see him get emotional for the death of his daughter.
Question.
And it was explained why. Just
Uh-huh.
let me just keep going for a second. It was explained why that it made sense because, and the next scene you would see him carry out this kind of deceased little girl and just throws her away. It kind of to give you. My friend was explaining. It's like to give you the mind state that he's in right now. Say they needed to do that quick cut, and it made sense. But that was such an emotional scene. Why would you cut it out quickly? Just
I don't recall
can't-
it being quickly. He was
Oh.
carrying her. They shot him down
and then
for whatever reason, which that was never explained in the video game
Yeah.
or in the show.
Yeah.
Why would you just gun down people walking?
I think it was
like-
just everybody was just paranoid.
But
at
it's
the
the
time.
actual army.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
were they
because
doing that?
yeah, but I think he got orders from some people like shoot everybody. That's what they said. But yeah, I mean,
That's lazy writing on both ends of the video game and the TV show.
but okay, give me your take, 'cause-
Question,
'cause give me-
question.
okay, question.
It is rated 89%.
Yeah.
You disagreed.
Yes.
What is your rating, sir?
For the sake of being fair, because I did not continue watching the show because it was I didn't finish the
What
show.
episode did you stop?
I think where he got shot and fell from the horse. That was 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know. I just stopped
Next
there.
time you sit with me and talk about a show
But why?
this good, you watch, you do your homework
It
and
was
watch the whole
stretched, man.
series.
Another interesting fact for you and the fans. I did not watch Breaking Bad because it was also slow and boring at the beginning. And then everybody was saying, "Oh, just go through the first episode and the second season gets way better." I'm not gonna go an entire season. Of
Yeah, but let's
boring
waste
things.
our time with Marvel's Avengers, right? Let's waste our time on that video game,
but
right?
here's the thing: when you play a bad video game, you can play for 5 minutes. It's like, I quit. That's it. You know what you're expecting from a video game, but from a show, just go through the first 5 seasons, and season 7 will be great. I'm not gonna go through that.
You know, after this episode, and as an executive director on this show, I quit. I don't want to do the show with you anymore.
I know. Like I'm being harsh, but
Very harsh on this show.
but here's why I'm being harsh. In nowadays. Talking about
Nowadays,
not like right
real
now,
life.
real life right now. How many things are coming out? Movies, TV shows, animations, video games. You cannot.
Only 3,765.
You cannot watch everything. So don't give me boring and slow. Doesn't
That
work
was
nowadays.
not
Don't give me that.
intention.
I know. Like give me something to hang on, to
You
look forward
do
to.
not appreciate fine cinema and television storytelling, my friend.
But for some reason I feel like you really enjoy Dune, the movie.
Never watched it, never gonna watch it.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
No.
Stretching, you're gonna love
No.
it. It's your type of thing.
No, it's
It
not.
will stretch
No,
the
it's
entire-
not.
It's not.
It is not.
Okay.
Dune is not my thing.
Okay.
Nor is Avatar.
Oh, I dislike Avatar so much.
Amazing. Can we talk about that instead?
All right, sorry, I talked a lot. Go ahead.
I
go.
love
Okay,
this show.
give
I
me-
really,
give me-
really
give me
love this show.
the strong
First of
points.
all, Pedro Pascal, the casting,
Genius.
perfect. Bella Ramsey, amazing and phenomenal.
True.
You missed this. You didn't watch the whole show.
Yes.
In the video game, there's this one scene that I remember vividly, especially after playing the game side by side with the TV show as it was airing. She's trying to run away from her attacker in a restaurant, and it's starting to flame up in fires. And in the video game, it was so intense, so emotional, so dramatic that this little 13-year-old is trying to sneak around and try to kill the killer who has a gun or a knife. In the game, it was amazing. I didn't know how it would translate on television, and boy, oh boy, they took it shot for shot almost. You felt the the emotional state that both characters were in. And I loved the ending of that scene where she finally wins and kills him. But the way she killed him and defended herself in that scene, in the show, wow. I just want you to watch that scene alone and tell me Bella Ramsey is not an Academy Award future winner.
Oh, I don't
know if she's won already for something in the past.
But I don't argue with that.
But oh my God, just the psychological showing it on camera, just being that talented to translate your emotional feelings at that state and just killing someone right in front of you because she went over and over and over. Like she got all her anger out on that person. Rightfully so, as he was very, very bad. We're not talking about violence here.
No,
it's just TV show. We're just
Yeah.
chit chatting here.
But
We're just saying that it translated beautifully on camera. That was just one of the many amazing scenes. I don't know what's the whole deal about his daughter being shot at the beginning. I thought that was fine. It translated well. And the reason I love it is even though they took some creative liberties, and that was actually done very well, and I commend them for that, it never missed a beat if you're a fan of the video game. I think this is what happened. I think people who do not play the video game will not appreciate the TV show, and I think that's what happened in your case.
But it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that. It should be its own thing.
Yes.
No one should come to it knowing anything about The Last of Us and all that. But I think the pure joy you get as a gamer to finally watch this after a decade plus with the game being out, to see it on screens like it's a dream come to reality.
But let me
I love it.
Let me guess what's gonna happen on the show in the video game, because they met and they hated each other throughout the challenges and whatever they go through. And then she's gonna be just like the daughter that he lost, and they're gonna be the two.
Okay,
right?
One second.
Come on.
If that were to happen in real life, don't you think that's the logical result of that friendship relationship?
It is, but let's hit them with some like curveballs. Come on. Let's ruin that relationship somehow. Come on.
And it's only logical. He lost his daughter.
Yeah.
He gets to take care of another girl around that age. Father-daughter relationship builds.
I mean,
it's just logical writing.
We've seen that so many times, man.
It's just what happens. You just want a movie to go in a different direction just for the sake of going in a different direction.
When you have two main leads in a show,
right?
You know for a fact survival rate is 100%. They're surviving no matter what. They're going to go through a lot of stuff, but they're surviving. Rather, when you have a big cast surrounded in like let's throw something out there that I thoroughly enjoy up to a specific point. The Walking Dead. You wouldn't know who was going to survive.
This show is so much better than The Walking Dead. I'm sorry.
I would disagree to a point until like season 5 or 6, and then I would go,
I don't think we can have more than 2 seasons, really, because there's only 2 video games.
Yeah.
And season 2 is going to be, the second part of the video game will be developed into season 2 and 3, I believe. And our friend Gabriel Luna will get a bigger role in the next ones.
Yes.
Because, I don't know if you know or not, Pedro's supposed to die. What? He dies in the beginning of the second game.
I'm interested to watch the show
and
now.
Gabriel Luna has a bigger role as Uncle Tommy.
I want to watch the show now.
Yeah.
I want to watch the show. Thank you. Thank you. It's not a spoiler because I wasn't going to watch it, but now I want to watch it.
I knew it wasn't a spoiler because you gave up.
Because now I want to know how he dies. That's the most interesting thing to me now. How?
You should watch all the way to the end. She's the cure, right?
Yes.
How do they extract the cure from her? Do you know?
They're going to take her blood, and there's a big scientist dude.
Do you want to know?
No. Because here's why.
You don't want me to spoil it anymore?
Here's why. Because I told you this before we start the episode. We're not going to have enough time, and we haven't went through any segment.
Fine.
From our,
Let's get into Outside Opinions right after this.
Here we go. And we're back here on Over Under talking about the TV show The Last of Us. And we strongly disagreed. I think
Can I stop doing episodes with you?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with
I love the other Hussein so much more than you right now.
outside opinions. Let's start with M. Victor goes one of the best game adaptation. You would know. You would know.
But he gave it 7 out of 10, so
Yes.
I don't know that.
Okay. Another opinion goes Take Up Real goes 5 out of 10 goes meh. Does not
I'm sure you wrote that.
does not live up to the hype.
Is your name Take Up Real?
I mean,
Are you Take Up Real?
I mean, he's keeping it real.
Uh-huh.
He's keeping it real. I mean, he's just this guy keeps it real. Okay. Gallagher Kelly goes good, but didn't grab me. See, that's what
Are you guys watching the same show?
That's what I was talking about. It did not grab me. Even the world that they were living in, it wasn't a world that felt scary to me. Right? Right?
1 second in that universe and you'll be running around.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, like, sometimes they would put these visuals in a world that you'd be like, man, this is a world I don't want to live in. It
because
looked livable.
because the same thing with Walking Dead. You realize the zombies or the clickers or whatever creature is not really the real enemy. Humans are the real enemy. That's the fact in every zombie show.
And they did that in The Walking Dead. So,
They do that in every
okay.
zombie show.
Oh, this is about the game. Okay, you have now ratings for the game. Wow, I didn't play the game, but this one's
Wait.
might
How
hurt.
did you find this rating?
This will hurt, man. This will hurt. RWS20 goes 1 out of 10. The End of Us.
There's an explanation. Because the world is ending in the end, so it is
1
the
out
end
of
of us.
10?
It's creative. I'll give you that. I don't like your opinion, but I do have to respect it and say I do like the way you put it.
Okay,
creative.
he brought it down. Let's bring it up.
Bring it up.
C. Masia
Yes.
goes 10 out of 10. Masterpiece at so many levels.
10 out of 10.
I will play the video game to decide. Maybe
Oh
when I play,
my God, you
maybe,
have to play the
Maybe when I play the video game, I'll
It's been
appreciate the show.
remastered. Remastered for your console.
Okay, the console that I own.
And I can give you the game for free. Give you
Is
the
it-
disc.
Is it discounted?
No, I give you the disc for
For
free.
free?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take another quick
Wait, I
break.
think it's a digital download. I can't give you that.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll take another quick break and come back and do a segment called What You Don't Know. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back on the show. We're checking out The Last of Us video game season 1. We're getting into it. We're doing a segment called What You Don't Know. Here are some facts about the show first.
Here we go.
Let me rotate my device. Okay. Bella Ramsey vowed not to look at social media comments when her casting was announced, and I agree because people are very nasty online, saying it was her first experience with a lot of negative reactions and that she was aware of it all, but she didn't let it get through her head.
She got a negative reaction when she got casted as
See,
Ellie?
with these video games, people who are hardcore gamers, they get too attached to the character, and once they see an actor, they're like, no, that's not my Batman, Ben Affleck. Same thing. Same
true,
thing, you know?
true.
Every time they do it.
True.
Ben Affleck, you did well.
I think she was a
You did-
perfect.
But Ben, you
yeah.
did good. though.
Ben also, you
Ben,
did
you
good, man. Yeah.
He watches all the time.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for watching, Ben.
The clicker sound is made, not the clicker sound.
Okay, I was looking at-
The clicker sound is made by the same two actors who performed the male and female clicker voices in the video game.
Oh, for the creatures?
So they brought in from the video game the voice actors for the clicker sound. I don't know how to do it.
Wow.
No.
You should also look up the guy who did the Predator voice.
This is not the show about Predator.
Okay.
The first season has 46-year-old Pedro Pascal portray a 56-year-old Joel. I'm not sure if this is a compliment or a backhanded compliment.
So you're like a 46 who look 50 who doesn't look who can pull off.
It's
a
all in the
50
facial
of-
hair,
Yeah.
but honestly, his
And the
face gives
sad-
off older.
and the sad
person.
expressions that
The sad expression. You did fine, sir. You
Yes.
did fine. On to the game.
All right.
The eye charts in the hospital near the end of the game read, "Run, you are nearly there, do not quit."
The eye charts. Wow, I did not play the game. Just trying to,
I don't remember
I
this
can't.
part.
I can't hype up any game facts when I didn't play it. So I'll just trying to. Okay.
The infected were originally all going to be women. What? Okay, let me keep going. But the video game developer nixed the idea when female staff members criticized the idea as being,
A bad person.
that person.
Bad person.
Very
Sir.
bad. I hate this kind of narrative, where like the last time the video gamer wanted women to have shorter health bars.
Chun-Li, yeah.
This is weird,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
just having, but this one is different. Having the
I mean,
clickers
that's-
only be female, but what could be the rationale behind that?
It's
I don't know.
crazy to me.
Was that my last one?
Oh, let's check it out.
That was my last one.
Was it?
Now, how about we segue into soundtracks? Because music and the score of both the video game and the show were actually phenomenal. Let's give it a listen.
I would start by just saying, wow, man, this is, and I've heard his music before when they were talking about it when the
Just
video
the
game was
acoustics,
released.
man. The acoustics.
And when you talk about a melody that catches on for centuries to come, this guy is.
We had a buddy of ours at the convention that had his ringtone
oh yeah,
as The
yeah,
Last
yeah,
of Us.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's beautiful. I mean, even when the intro was playing in the TV show, it was amazing.
So emotional, hits every note. It's just right. And I
Yeah.
love when music hits right in movies and TV shows and video games. It's just
yeah, it's
cherry on top.
it's music that you definitely want to purchase and listen to it on its own. Trust me,
Absolutely.
It's
This
beautiful.
is a soundtrack to play on long drives. Just, even when you're emotional,
Yeah, yeah,
you want to
yeah,
cry.
Yeah. Why are you being? Don't bring the room down. The audience are like having fun. Is like watching us talking about zombies and the end of the world.
But
Don't-
a good cry. A good
Oh,
cry.
good cry, yeah.
A good cry.
about the end of the world. All right, so
right.
I guess we can talk a lot more about the last of. Oh, you
Yeah.
could talk a lot more than me.
Yeah.
I can just bash it some more.
I mean, I know how you
But, yeah.
felt when we did the Marvel's Avengers.
Right
game
now, you know how I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like I said, this is again my take just before we
Can I
end.
ask you for a favor?
Tell me.
Play the first game,
Okay.
then watch the show.
Okay.
Then come and tell me to my face on this show you don't like it.
Okay.
Okay.
So now I say it's not a bad show. It's just not for me. Like I said, I'll play the game, come back, see the show again, and just give it another try.
All right, send the people home.
Saying Joe on the mic. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Joined by,
AJ here.
and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.